Afternoon, my name's Emma Brown and we are back again at the Kendalshire Golf Club. Today we're going to talk about what your hips do during your golf swing and how we can get them to work a little bit better. The reason why I'm discussing this is I played today and I think this is a big issue that I have that I wanted to discuss with you. So the first issue we sometimes see in people's setup before they even swing it that causes some form of restriction is how wide their feet actually are during their setup. So I hear a lot of the words that I want to be more stable, I want to be in more control, but the problem is sometimes feeling stable and nice and grounded mean that your feet become a bit too wide apart. So because your feet become too wide apart, it then really affects what your hips do in terms of rotation. So if my feet are like this and I try and rotate and shift my weight, I physically can't do it. Or if I did try, it'd be a real massive effort to get my weight back to the ball and then through. So by having your feet a bit too wide, yes, it might be stable, and yes, you might feel grounded, but you'll really struggle to get your weight onto your front foot and get the power from your legs that we need to. So a good tip: stand how you were, okay? 2 golf balls in line with your toes, so there's no swapping that, okay? So your balls are in front of your toes. Stand away. Are those balls shoulder width? You can see here they are clearly not shoulder width. So practice with maybe an alignment stick in the middle or 2 balls just to kind of keep you in shape a little bit more. But from shoulder width, from that to shoulder width, makes such a big difference with your hips rotating and being able to follow through. We've checked your stance width. It's now more shoulder width, what we want. And what we're going to do now is get an alignment stick or a golf club, and I want you to put it where your hips are. Okay, so we're going to get into our golf position, because anything exercise wise or rotation wise, we always want to do this when we're set up in our golf position, stance wise. So from this position, what I want you to try and do is feel that we are transferring or rotating your hips and your top half to finish with your body pointing in the direction you want to go in. Not that, because that really hurts your lower back, your right hip if you're right-handed, your right knee if you're right-handed. So from down the line, you should find that the hip should turn and transfer your weight, not slide and then do that, because that really hurts. We've checked your stance width. We now know it's kind of similar or kind of. We've checked your stance width. We now know this is pretty much exactly where it should be, not too wide. Okay, so it's nice and narrow, or narrower. Okay, we've checked your stance width. It's now more shoulder width, what we want. And what we're going to do now is get an alignment stick or a golf club, and I want you to put it where your hips are. Okay, so we're going to get into our golf position, because anything exercise wise or rotation wise, we always want to do this when we're set up in our golf position, stance wise. So from this position, what I want you to try and do is feel that we are transferring or rotating your hips and your top half to finish with your body pointing in the direction you want to go in. Not that, because that really hurts your lower back, your right hip if you're right-handed, your right knee if you're right-handed. So from down the line, you should find that the hip should turn and transfer your weight, not slide and then do that, because that really hurts. Today we've talked about 2 things. We've talked about your feet, how wide they should be. Now sometimes you'll get coaches talk about stance width changing depending on what club you use, but all I would say is we can get too wide. Like equally we can get too narrow as well, but too wide will restrict what your hips do during your golf swing, and that plays a massive part in gaining power and consistency and improving your contact. So feet, think about that, okay? And the other was making sure we rotate better on the way through to get your weight shifting in the direction of the target instead of allowing it to slide and end up in a bit of a weird, uncomfortable position. So go away and try them. You know, just have a look, double check these points. These are big points to check. Let me know how they go. If there's any feedback, it'd be lovely to have, and hope you have fun doing it.